Yeah, we got Terrell back over here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's back in the building, man.
In and out.
We got DJ Rod. Yeah, come on.
It's Untouchable DJs Takeover, man. We in the building. Genesis Radio.
We real
We're
heavy
gonna
right
plug
now.
up and go live. You know what I mean?
We real heavy right now.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Salute to all of y'all.
We have the legend in the building.
Salute to DJ Rod. Salute to the whole staff in here at Genesis Radio. We in the building. Shout out to DJ Mr. Effects for doing this in 1-2 earlier. Shout out to Sally B. More the Life Show. We having a good time, man. We just talking shop, culture talk, networking, playing some music. You know what I mean?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for everybody that's tuned in on GenesisRadio.com. Thank you for everybody that tuned in on Bigo. You know what I'm saying? yeah.
I know that sound.
Yeah.
Watch your foot, son.
Yeah, man.
Oh, let's be chill.
Facts. I'm put my phone on silent, man. No interruptions, man.
There you go.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back on live real quick too. Why
Well,
not?
you might as well, man.
Everybody,
Come on,
this is
man.
social media, man. That's what it's
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
man. It's a new world order.
Yeah. Why
New
not?
world order.
Yeah, why not? We out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Shit. I don't know that new stuff y'all on. What's that? That Vino?
It's called Bigo.
Bigo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
VIGO. It's a new
yeah,
app, you know what I
No,
mean?
that's the truth.
I got to
Yeah.
jump on that.
You can make money on here. You can make money on here.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a new plug. Y'all gonna have to follow me on that Vigo.
Bigo, family.
I'll get it right too.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Sure, we in the building, man.
I'll get it right.
Sully, what up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, we back in the building, man. I left on a different note. You dig what I'm saying? I had to run and go take care of something, but I'm back now. You dig what I'm saying? I got my man Baby P next to me. He don't want to give out the name, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
under the bus
that.
and opening with the government. I'm like,
I'm
wow.
gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, brother. That's a professional look.
Yeah, I guess
Very
Very professional.
So
I understand it.
I have to keep it gentlemanly, like, you know what I'm saying?
I believe you. I'm
So
with
they
you.
know. So
I
they
get
know.
that.
I'm with
Just
you.
so they know.
But for brand building, it's about Baby Paul, aka BPs, and take your pick one of the same.
BPs.
You dig?
Take your pick, one of the
That's right.
same.
What
Yeah.
he saying? You see him trying to, ever since he jumped on that mic, you see him, right?
He's smooth with it.
Yeah.
It's funny because me and Effects was doing Untouchables Radio, which is our DJ show format for years online. We did it with Coast Coast Live. Then we did it with a station in the Midwest, 97.3 FM. So it's instinctive for me to just, when a mic is open, like,
Man,
especially
you
in a format of
Man,
this.
knock it off, man. You trying
stature.
to take a book out of Frankie Cocker, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, I'm just having fun, man. Thank y'all for having me. Facts, man.
Yo, but we got DJ Effects too in the building, don't we?
Yeah,
Queens
yeah.
representation.
Wow, man. What's this? What you represent?
Oh, Southside Jamaica Queens.
Hold on,
man.
here we go again.
Yeah, so check this out.
Now I know how Dutch feel when he's smiling about the Bronx. It's all good, yo. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Dutch. Word it out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But I came in and I caught you, getting busy in the booth, man. You was dropping some joints, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just
Shout out to you, brother, for
man,
real.
listen, man. I just trying to play good music. That's all.
Hey, man. You
Yeah.
know what? It's DJs like you that bring the
Political answer.
great spirit to us all. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what I like about Effects is like somewhere in the mix, whether he's playing new music or the classics or even the samples, the original samples of certain legendary hip hop records come from. He's taking you to school
That's it.
somewhere along the line.
That's it.
Or he's playing something you forgot about. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And that's
That
what DJs
Diana-
are supposed to do.
That Diana Ross joint he was playing, I
Right.
forgot about.
Remember, I interjected like, yo, and I was waving to him.
Wait a minute.
That beat is hard.
Yeah, it took me back to my mother's living room.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No.
Yo,
Yeah.
remember the official
I just
Saturday?
hold on.
I thought,
Yo, Wiz just entered the building and Bookworm is just entered the building.
Wow.
This is a real heavy show
Wow.
today.
Wow.
This is a real
Appreciate
Queens
you
Philly
coming
representation,
Wow.
BX
Look at
representation.
you.
Philly, we got Queens,
Yes,
Philly, and the
yes.
BX in the building all at one time.
Yeah.
Woo.
And we all get along. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? How good is this? All the
Yeah.
kings salute.
Yeah,
Man. We
man.
just all the
We
kings,
broke,
man.
we broke a record today. We don't have a release on it yet. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely just got an exclusive.
Yeah,
Solid
yeah.
Bay, that's me.
Mhm.
Baby Paul on the production, and Bookworm was the feature on the record. It's called Cakewalk.
Yeah, we
You
had
know,
fun putting that together, man.
Great record, man. Yo, Bookworm killed it. Yo,
Yeah, his verse was me.
crazy
Facts.
verse.
Peace, King. Good to meet you,
Peace.
man. Bless
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Salute, salute.
So
What's up?
excuse me.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the brother come on in here and take the attention off of myself so you can have a conversation because it's already like.
Well, I need you to sit here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I do. Being that this is the More the Life show, you think of this, and I'm gonna sit back. How about that?
Yeah.
Do you shine and do your thing, King.
No, because we had a solid creation.
Shut your ass down.
I love the energy, bro. Let's keep it going, man. All right. What's up, Bookworm? Peace, man. Good to meet you.
Shout out to brother Lemon Yarn on the
Baby
check.
Paul, that's Bookworm, Baby Paul.
Yes, sir.
I'm letting y'all know right now, man. This is gonna be my last live on Instagram. I'm going. What is it called?
Vigo.
That's where I'm going.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
That's where I'm going. So y'all have to follow me on there, man. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
Yo, I got so we gotta it's crazy right
being
now.
that this is my show, right?
Yeah, talk your talk, bro.
I always get to ask the questions and shit.
Right.
Pardon my French.
No, you good.
All right. So Bookworm, I have a question for you, brother. I always have a question for somebody, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you received the record, what was your first thoughts?
The first thing I thought about it was the pace of the song, and then your voice, and then matching your face to the voice.
You see how that worked?
Yeah.
They heard each other's music before even meeting in person.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I want to say this. I met Bookworm while he was on stage. We actually came out to a show, and everybody there was dope.
Right.
But bro,
He just stood out.
He stood out because he wasn't doing what everybody else was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just was like, yo, son is spitting so fast. You know what I mean? Very articulate. You know what I'm saying? And he controlled the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I was scheming from then. You know what I mean? I'm like, man,
like, yo,
I gotta
do
get this
something
guy on a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, dope vibes, man. But pardon me, I ain't gonna cut you off.
Well,
this is what I'm gonna say as far as putting the record together. He told me about you, and then when I heard your voice and the way you cut through
nobody,
the cadence, the flow, the
nobody
tone,
understood.
the breath control was like, okay, son got it.
Because I only did like 8 bars, right? So nobody understood what I heard, but I knew it. I said, yo, nah, trust me, he gonna come on this record, man. And I don't like to say that he sounds like Kendrick. He sounds like Bookworm. You know what I mean? Above and beyond. You dig what I'm saying?
No, but like even the ability to even sound like Kendrick, that allowed me to know how to perfectly attack that. Like coming off your pace to knowing that I'm gonna spit on it.
Right.
I could comfortably spit on it like that.
And you had and you made it a conversation record because you translated what he did and you made it a conversation. And I love conversations.
Dope record.
Those are the kind of records that take you somewhere.
Yo, can I interject real quick? Did y'all play this song already?
Yeah.
We're gonna get it in.
I'm gonna have to hear this one more time. I'm excited. I'm thirsty.
Get it in, man.
Thirsty right now.
Oh yeah. By the way, you don't know, man. I am the leader of the exclusives. I will play something that.
I don't even know how.
Okay.
I don't even know how you got that record.
Yeah.
Who?
Yo, people be in the studio and then
magic.
And then he'll be like,
baby,
yo, I got your record. he'll be trolling people on the internet and hear people playing on their lives or something. Yo. You screen record it, translate the audio, bro. This dude.
That's crazy.
Leaders exclusives, man.
That's art, man.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it, man.
For sure. But yeah, shout out to Bookworm, man. It's good to meet you, man. It's a good record. Stay tuned.
Man, you got another record, bro. You got another record that.
Oh yeah. You was in the studio. Yeah, you did hear it. Yeah.
I gotta be part of these ciphers.
Yeah, we was in the city. My spot in the city. Yeah.
He returned crazy. He returned the favor, man.
Sent him a record. Yeah.
Don't let him, man.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you what happened with me. He sent. At first, I asked him what was up with the track, and he actually called me, and I heard the guitar, the acoustic in the background. I was like, "What's up with that?" He was like, "I ain't finished it." And then probably like a week later.
No, it was like 3 weeks.
I was hoping you up. I was hoping you up. I was
waiting to say that.
And if I'm not mistaken, you made the beat too, not just the verse. Yeah, that's dope.
Yo, I was helping him out right
there. Yeah. So he's on the record and he made the beat too.
Yo, it came. Yo, he sent the record, man. I wrote that joint in probably like like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Because the way he put it together, you know what I'm
You
saying?
just had to.
And we put Mateo on
the hook.
Mateo's
On the hook.
Yeah, that's fire.
Mateo's on the-
Yeah, you gotta hear that.
I gotta hear it. Yeah.
It's not mixed yet, but it's fire.
Well, you know, actually, that song, when I was actually putting it together, it was actually called More to Life. That's how I got those first few bars.
Wow.
So
Crazy. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Shout out to Universe Works.
Real inspiration, yeah.
Shout out to
That's
the Universe Works, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's fire.
That's dope, man.
That's crazy.
I'm just glad. You know what's crazy? I'm just overwhelmed. I'm sitting in a room full of greatness right now, man. Whether it be production wise, whether it be DJ wise, whether it be lyrically artist wise, this is great for me, man. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, Universe is great, man. You know, it brings us all together and shows, you know, once we do, and this is what I always say, man, if we start working together, we produce nothing but greatness, man.
Facts.
Right,
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
We get rid of the negativity, man. We kings, man. And when
Facts.
kings come together, what happens? Nothing but greatness.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? That's real talk, man. I
Yeah.
salute all of y'all, man. I give
Salute
y'all
to you,
all y'all
bro.
flowers, man.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yo, can I add to that?
Yeah.
When kings come to the table, you know what thing that happened? We feast.
Yes,
And we
man.
pick off the carcasses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the truth, man.
And
watch a lot of movies, huh?
to add to that, man, along with our flowers, we all kings, so we gonna give each other our crowns, man. Real
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Bookworm, man. It was a pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah.
You
Definitely,
know,
it's a
I mean,
pleasure.
I heard a lot about you, man. You know what I mean? And to see you in person is like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's dope. That's what I'm feeling.
What you mean? Like he really looked like a bookworm?
I mean, you know what's crazy? Like, usually sometimes when you see an artist, you know what I mean, and you hear him on the radio, and then when you see him in person, you're like, wait, hold on. This
You're right. You try to
doesn't
connect the dots.
look
Yeah.
like that. But y'all dudes, I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all look like what y'all, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what y'all
Sound like on
Does,
record.
we
The
are
sound
what-
right.
we are what the record is.
That's real talk, man.
Right.
That's real talk, man. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't talking
hold up.
about
Y'all not gonna crack a joke, right?
hit it.
You see these ugly motherfucking shoes on his feet?
Are those Kanye?
Whoa.
Kanye?
Hold on. Now, you know what's crazy?
I think he's hating, man. Isn't those the Kanye
Oh,
joints?
these are Kanye.
Yo, you
How
know
much those
what?
joints cost?
You know what?
No, I don't even ask.
How much they cost?
I mean, resale or how much I give?
Period. Resale, whatever.
I
Resale,
mean,
whatever.
resale is probably like $300.
300. How much you got them for?
$50.
$50.
They're real, too.
Yeah, you got it.
Kanye
Yo,
clothes.
I mean, but
You
I
gotta
had
get
his
them.
claws.
Let me
You
tell
gotta
you
get 'em when
something.
they
Hold
come
on.
out.
Time out. When you stuck them on your feet, comfy. Thank you.
so let me ask you a question, right? So what's the stereotype about black Air Force Ones? Because my kids
You
get on
got
me
Black
about
Air
that,
Force
man.
Ones on, I'm not gonna hold you. You on bad timing.
I'm on bad. I'm
You
a
on bad
gangster.
time,
I'm about to rob somebody or something like that, right?
You about to rob something.
Ain't that something,
You about
yo?
to beat
So that's
somebody.
the stigma. That's the stigma on Air
Black
Forces now?
Ones.
Black Air
Black
Forces?
Air Force.
Black Air Force Ones.
Black Air Forces.
You
Yeah,
on
you on bad time.
Yeah.
You don't give
Wow.
a fuck about your life.
Yeah, you
Wow.
just don't care. You just don't care.
But I can't front. Run down Black Air Forces do look nasty.
That's different.
You know, like
Anything
when
run
you
down
wear them
looks
down,
nasty.
they look
Just
really
think about it.
nasty.
Anything
Anytime
run
you
down.
think
Wait a minute.
back on
Wait a
somebody
minute.
doing something crazy, something super crazy,
Wait a
what
minute.
were they wearing?
Wait a
Huh?
minute.
What were they wearing? Anytime you think back on somebody doing something super crazy, what were they wearing?
I can't
Black
now see now.
Air
Now I'm going back to another whole era.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
We
show.
done did crazy things in all types.
Yeah.
Some people, I was about to say, some people
20
can say construction
belows,
Tims. People can say
Air Force
Chucks.
Ones, just gotta go buy them a pair. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, can I tell you something? If you see somebody now, I used to look at this. If you saw somebody in a pair of construction Tims and their tongue is licked, is overlapping, and they're looking kind of scuffed and looking kind of crazy, and they wearing it like it's new, something's something's
you
gonna
on bad
happen.
time. I like that description. You on bad time. That is ill.
No, but I never heard
I'm
the Air
taking
Force.
notes.
I never heard the Black Air Force One
In
though.
particular, yeah.
My kids,
So what's the white Air
kids
Forces?
doesn't-
What's the stigma with the
man,
white
they won't let me wear certain things no
Nah,
more.
you crispy.
They dead me on certain
Okay.
things.
You wear those a couple times
I
and you
don't.
retire.
I don't.
Yeah.
You
know, right, Air Forces.
But
I don't wear Air Force Ones.
and the champion hoodies. I don't know y'all remember the Conehead hoodie.
I'm
right?
sorry, I love
Everybody,
Champion.
everybody remember the
I rock
Conehead
with
hoodies,
Champion.
right?
I read a swear
All
and all
right.
that.
So when my kids is coming up, they're like, Dad, you can't wear that. I said, wow, this is like the black KK.
Ooh.
KKK. I said, nah, this is, you know what I'm saying, whatever, right. So now that they're 24 and 19, Dad, where can you find that hoodie? I want to get that hoodie.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't be serious.
Oh, they want to be the black KK.
Now they want the black KK hoodies now.
I love champion gear.
That's crazy, bro.
I rock that.
It's crazy, man.
Like,
I have one in the closet.
But everything goes back full circle.
Oh, y'all wearing football now?
I do not.
I'm not wearing football, but
You got
people
the
wearing
Supreme
football.
on, you know what I mean?
Football back.
Fubu's back.
I rock champion. I rock polo. I'm good.
Now, you know what's so crazy? I just told
Alright.
BP
Mhm.
that, you know, with the young, you know, it's a division between y'all.
What you mean?
Let's talk about it.
I'm about to put you on. So, how old are you?
27.
You 27.
He's a
Now,
young boy.
check. Nah, he's a young boy. But check this out. Do you know that junior high school kids, from junior high to early to like middle high school kids, they look at y'all kind of crazy?
They look at me like a old head.
Yeah.
Right.
No cap.
So is it
Go
is
deeper. Go deeper.
It's a division. So check this out. Everything that y'all be doing, the junior high schools don't want to do.
Not at all.
Nah, they more on some, like, when it comes down to music, they more hardcore.
Mhm.
The only time you get them to do what y'all doing is over and maybe at a family function. Nah, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, and you forcing what you think is cool onto them.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And the 30-year-olds
And up.
That's the now generation. They look at y'all kind of crazy. Like, it's a crazy, weird
Yeah,
division.
he pointed that out to me recently, and I was like, you know what? I
Yeah.
think that.
On this, on,
And even in the music, the division of what they listen
hold
to.
on.
Yeah.
This is more to life. This is solid big, right?
Mhm.
So now we're gonna get a little philosophical.
Wait,
We deal with
my bad. I wasn't trying to cut you out. I just had like a thought.
Go ahead.
Good.
No, because he said, I don't know, from certain ages, because I'm 25, he's 27, so that's like the same. So he like, from 30 and up, they look at us crazy, and then from 25 and under, they look at us crazy. So it's like put us in this little category, but it does feel like that. Like people my age, 25, 26, 27, it's like we in this circle surrounded by this whole different kind of world, but I don't know. I want
All right, check it out.
it's
Check it out.
Yeah.
There's generational gaps that are programmed systemically. You know what I'm saying? You know, just the other day I was sitting in the park and this kid, he was 19. He overheard me talking to one of my producers in Maryland, and he's an inspiring actor.
Inspiring actor, yeah.
But he stepped away from social media and everything because it was taking him, you know, in a dark space. But it's funny because, you know, my elders, you know, they're on the other side and they have connections with movies and things of that nature. And I'm sitting in the middle of it, you know. So I'm sitting there and it's like, well, he wants to find a way to act, and he has the way to act, and I'm the medium, you know. I think that's what our generation were meant to do. We were babies having babies, you know what I mean? I got children your age, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm grateful for is that young man was listening to what I was saying on the phone, and he gravitated to what, but I was speaking consciously, you know what I mean? I was talking about the ways of the world. That's what this More to Life show is going to be about. But I chose to start it with where I'm actually at right now before I start getting into heavy content on those things like social comparison. We're going to talk about that, whereas upper comparison and lower comparison. They say psychologically, since the pandemic, that's something that we all go through. Where, all right, upper comparison is LeBron. Strive to be LeBron. But at the same time, lower comparison is, at least I'm not that old lady. I'm not that old man, you know? So what's happening is, you know, you guys are in a great space. The way the world is moving rapidly. There's so many things out. There's more to life. I'm gonna keep saying that it's a great brand, because we need to take a look at that. No, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the world.
I spoke on that
A lot of
earlier.
mental health situations,
Yeah.
homelessness, the elderlies, like the elders, are definitely being neglected. But it's a great time to be alive, like any time. You know what I'm saying?
If I am gonna say this though, I do see with the younger generation, you know, because of it's almost like the mixtape game to me, because there was a time where you put out a CD and it had long shelf life, and it had like at least 2 to 3 month span when you put out one project. And then over the course of time, you put out one with the one you just dropped. Here come another one the following week, and even 4 days and things like that. But I'm looking at it, you got the junior high school to 10th graders, and then the 10th graders to like early part of college, and then you got y'all, and then you got the next, and it's like what's going on. It's like you're all competing in a space where it's like where you supposed to be like you young, this is your time, this is what y'all doing, this is what it is. But it's like it's so much of this right here. So much of this. Which one is gonna outshine the next? Where it's supposed to be this is all your time. Like those kids that came out with that dance movement. And if you look at them, I'm about to put you on to something. The dude that was dancing me, and he's doing the sideways moonwalk.
Off of that anniversary record?
Off the anniversary, he got on the skis. The ski, peep what he got on. That's from the 1980s. If you look at early B-boy, so that age demographic, and y'all have to really watch them, the junior high school to high school, they taking a piece out of 80s, 90s.
I'm proud when I see dreads and flat tops. And when I saw that come back around, that cycle, they say history repeats, but you know what we have to understand is the records that are being remixed. Those are records that I grew up to, and that's what we did. We had the 45, you know what I mean, and we caught the sample from the Temptations and whoever else, OJ's, many different groups. I'm gonna say it again, man. It's a great time to be alive. After the pandemic, this whole thing was crazy. I'm like I said, my show is gonna be there. You know, for the most part. My music reflects that. Yo, like I said, don't let them. Yo, Bookworm's verse is like right there, it's hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a crazy record.
He started off with like, I want to see more to life. You know what I'm saying? And he said his son looking up at him. You know what I mean? And that's the key. You know, like I said, it's a beautiful thing to have. For me to be on a record with him and him wanting to do a record with me, you know what I mean?
That's a level of bridging the gap in a sense too.
And we have to do that because it's.
Didn't I say that?
When you strip it all away, when you strip it all away, when you strip high school away, when you strip all of these things away, right?
Yeah,
it's about an inhale and an exhale, a heartbeat. You know what I mean, and being human. You know what I'm saying? And
sharing art
and sharing life experiences. You know what I mean? And everybody. I believe the core of every human being desires to, be good. You understand? And blossom. So, just everybody, I want to thank everybody that's in this room today for coming here. This is my first show. I had to bring my brothers through. Taro, thank you for showing up. Wiz, thank you for showing up, man. We about to go upstairs. I want to play the record, though. So, the brothers here with the Kanye, the Yeezys on. I like those, though. I'm just haven't been brave enough.
That's the thing, man.
I ain't mad at
because my eldest, you think you're getting it. Look, he stood up. He stood up. Look,
You're going to lose all your cool points.
You got the Yeezy sneakers and it works for you. You know what I mean?
Now y'all,
you do know better.
Listen. Hold on, wait.
But you already know, trendsetters can also trend.
Yeah,
That's the principle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He ain't trying to hear it.
He ain't trying to hear me.
But one thing I gotta say though, before y'all go to the song, but that shit you just said about the shelf life, that triggered my mind into something. And I gotta say it because I was with you on that shelf life. It was one point we had shelf life on them CDs.
Right.
Yeah.
Then it went down to like 4 days. Every 4 days we had to put a new one out.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
But songs like this, what they doing, they don't have no shelf life. Certain songs have. I'm still listening to "Ain't No Stopping Us Now," and it still means something to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
I definitely.
you know, with certain songs like this, this don't really got a shelf life. People gonna be listening to this.
That's the approach.
20 years from now, it's gonna have the same validity message.
Now, yeah.
I think we did some timeless work.
Timeless.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the goal.
It's a conversation.
It's
That's the goal, and they be like, you need a hit.
It's like balance the integrity with the commercial aspect.
I'm trying to
You know what's crazy?
For you to say that,
They
it says a lot.
collabed on something,
Because
and
they're awesome young
they on the
people
same
who just
time
care
with
about
the
the
music.
hustle. They just want bread. They want to cloud chase.
I got 2-year-olds. The music that's out right now, I don't even like. They don't motivate me, nothing like that. I make music that can motivate him.
That's dope.
And
That's
put
real.
him in a positive direction.
That's real.
And that sounds like something that Picasso or Michelangelo would say.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, these are artists that when they came up with their creations, they didn't like it. But from us looking on the outside in, we loved it. So that's a true artist right there.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a true
the
artist right
Yo,
there.
I tell you something. Speaking of Picasso, shout out to Picasso's man that told Picasso, no.
That's right.
Take that down.
I did. I told because he was looking from the outside in and he's seen greatness. Yeah, ain't no artist, I'm gonna tell you, a true artist is never gonna say that they stuff is fire. Like me, I make my clothing line, I'm like, yo, there's still more I can do to it.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
Somebody else like,
yo, check this out. Check this out. I walked into 7-Eleven. I gave this guy your IG. I don't know if he contacted you. He saw me with the black sweatsuit on. Brother right here. He asked me where the sweatsuit came from. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wear it well.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, man.
There you go.
Wait a minute,
I wear it well. You know what I'm saying?
special.
I got you, bro. I got
We already politicking. It's done.
I got you.
We in the building, bro.
We already making moves.
Yeah,
man.
I wear
Say less.
But
man.
like I said, I can see, like, when I see it, I'm like, okay, there's more I can add to it. You did, but everybody else,
But
like,
that's
yo,
the
nah,
art of
that joint-
creating. You're a creative instinctively.
Right,
And you're always
right,
thinking of
man.
ways to make it better, and thinking of a way to
Right.
market it, a way to connect the
Right.
dots
Right.
with other for people to consume it and fellow creatives. Because I'm already brainstorming. I threw you an
Right,
idea.
right.
You was receptive to it, like,
Right.
and I'm tapping in. You dig what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So,
Or you could do a beat that I'd be like, yo, that joint is retarded.
right.
And you're like, hold on, I gotta add a little snare
Right,
to it.
right.
I gotta add this
I
to
go
it.
through that with him.
You know what I mean? But that's when you know that you're on to something.
Yeah, I have a vision
You
for
understand
the
what I'm
music
saying?
before it's done. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
Yeah.
Salute to that, man.
Yeah.
And I love, like I said, I love being around creative minds, man. Especially you with that camera. Because you're doing your thing with the camera. A lot of people don't know how to work a camera.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, bro? I got I forgot what I got, a 7 HD, one of those Canon joints. I got some type of 1080p camera in my crib that I was given. I don't know how to use it to this day. You dig what I'm saying? It's just sitting there. You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, again, listen, I believe God made everybody in their own lanes.
Everybody has
to
a purpose
create.
they follow.
Everybody has a purpose, man. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that build skyscrapers. I would never do that. You understand? But you got some people that feel this to do it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
You got producers.
You got people who risk their lives up in the high, like, man, I can't do it.
You got producers that are going to record store, and I'm going to buy the average record, but he'll go buy a Bee Gees album or song I never heard of just because he heard a sample that's going to be crazy on the next song. You know what I'm saying? People got to be.
There's an art to digging. I
There's an
I
art
learned
to
how
that,
to really
man.
do that. Yeah.
There's
an art to digging.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Digging in crates, people.
Yeah.
It's digging in crates.
Yeah.
And you got to salute those people. Because see, there's a lot of things going on that people are not saluting. You got to salute the producers. You got to salute these DJs. You got to salute these old school pioneer hip hop artists. Because you got to remember, without all this stuff put together, there would not be no culture.
Facts.
All these stuff came together like Voltron, formed Voltron.
Facts.
You
DJs
understand?
are the cornerstone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Producers
man.
make the soundscape to artists, you know what I'm saying, being able to express their thoughts.
That's
So
right. Then the artists
everything
expressing
plays a
themselves
part.
with
Yeah.
the outfits, and guess what? We the last of the Mohicans. We coming with the podcast and the talk shows to let these artists and everybody express their thoughts and express their
share the information and share the
real
knowledge
talk,
and
man.
all of that. Yeah,
That's real talk, man. That's dope, man.
Yo, this is the Untouchable.
This is great.
I love this show, man. I love this show,
Yeah.
man.
My name is Salih Bey. This is More to Life radio show.
Yes,
Why
sir.
do I always sound like I'm heavy breathing?
Because your mind is running 100 miles.
Yeah.
That's why, man.
That's
Your
you know
mind
what?
is
I've come to
running,
realize that's your style. Because
Mhm.
when I was talking to you earlier, I was trying to hype you up, and I said, you know what? He has a concentrated approach to talking.
Yeah, I think.
So let me let him do his thing.
I have to think before I say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When he
So-
called me with that voice, I'd be like, yo, don't put that sexy voice on.
So it is.
That's the calm. That's the calm.
You
That's
know,
the calm.
listening
Yeah.
out there, please tune in. You know,
Yeah.
I'll
Keep
be
it up
coming in
space.
every month. I'll be having a show.
Mhm.
I'm trying to book my next guest. I'll let people know.
Mhm.
But yo,
Let's
effect.
change that though. This is not even a show. This is an event. Every month you have an event.
Word up.
Say less.
It's a movie.
Don't tell me that. I love creating.
Every month it's a movie.
We doing it,
Every
man.
month it's a movie, a new movie.
I'm sorry I didn't have any.
You did today.
I created a spectacle.
You
did. Thank you. We cannot do that. Thank you.
Yes,
I love
sir.
you too.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
all right, yo, effects. This is exclusive Cakewalk, Salih Bey featuring Bookworm,
Mhm.
produced by B Peasy,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Baby Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let it rock.
Let's get to the music.
Let's go.
Let's do it.